guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So, Lost Mojo Day. Now, I got really nice, simple, easy make that we can do, which is going to go into our stash. And it's a really nice one that you just do with one piece of digital paper. So this is just printed on 160 GSM. It's an A4 piece of paper, so it's just a standard copy size paper. So we're going to be using this today. So just get out all your little bits. I have got mine double-sided. Now again, you don't have to have it double-sided, but these ones are what I've got left over from doing projects, and so they're all sort of like different. So I've got some paper, I have some glue, I have ink, I've got a bone folder, and I've got a pencil. This is quite simple. It's very, very straightforward. I've got my little corner punch, so you can use that. It's obviously optional. And I've got my little circle punch. So I've got those, and I've got my two cutters, my small one and my big one, just in case I need them. And I don't even think I'm going to use a pair of scissors today. So it's really nice. So it's something that you can sit down and just make. I'm not embellishing these. I'm just going to make. So I'm going to take a piece of paper. I've got two different ones that I'd like to show you how to make. I'm just going to pop those to the side. First one is, I'm going to just pick which I would like to go on the outside and which on the inside. So I think I'm going to put that on the outside, and I'm going to just fold it into sort of three, but you don't have to do it so they're equal. Just push it down like that, push that down like this. Let's just get the bone folder. Again, you can use the handle of your scissors, you can use whatever you've got, even like the end of your thingy, like your punch, you can just push down like that. So I'm just going to put this into three. Fold that down like that, so that's done. So that's going to be the outside, so you can flip it either way. Oh look, my paper's really not straight there, is it? Let's just straighten that up. This is what's happened. I really do need a new paper cutter because it's not cutting my paper straight. I have said that before. So anyway, we've got that nice folded into three, and then I'm just going to cut the bottom off. So we want the bottom, so we're going to take this and cut the bottom. This is just one that you can do when you've got 5 minutes, because it doesn't take very long. So I'm going to cut about that much, which is roughly, shall I measure that? That's about 2 3/4 inches, or about 7 centimetres. And then this piece was, I don't think I can measure that, it's about 5 inches, isn't it? I don't know what that is. So that's about 5 inches, just over 5 inches. So we're going to open it up. This is quite nice because it's got the little flowery bit across the top. And then this piece is going to open up, and we are going to make the pockets. But I want it to be this side, so it's the opposite side. So what I'm going to do, and this is going to be upside down, so I'm going to just cut these, and you want to cut them just a little bit in, do you know what I mean, so that they will fit inside there, if you know what I mean. So cut a little bit off. So I've just cut, like, you know, little millimeters off there. Fold that in half again, and then just cut that down. Just so when we turn it around, this is going to be a pocket here. So we want that to be on the inside. So you want it so the inside, so it's not going to get stuck. You've got a little gap here and a little gap here. And then we've got this one in this side and this one in this side, because one of them will probably be, these will be a little bit different sizes if you're like me. So that's what it's going to look like. But now I'm going to take my little corner punch. I've got the little ornate one. This one's from Journal Say, but you can always sort of like round it with a pair of scissors or something. But I'm going to do all of the corners on all of them. Like that. So this is something you can just sit and do. You can be quiet, or you can have a little bit of music on. Don't know whether you like to have music while you're working. I do. I have the radio on, and it's really nice. I just sit here and have the radio. Actually, Andy comes and tells me, can you turn it down a little bit or close your door? Because I do like music. I love to have, it's, you know, it's fun when you're working and you're singing along. It's probably my singing that he doesn't like, but I don't care. I'm happy in my little room. So a little bit of music helps you work well, I think, as well. So I'm going to go around all of the corners like that, and also on these bits here, like this. So I think it just adds a little bit extra to your work. It doesn't make, because if you know, I don't like, it makes it a bit different when you haven't got that pointy corner on there. Do apologise, we've got the neighbours doing their roof still. So this is the little flap. Now this can go into your journal quite easily. This one, and then if you've got a nice contrasting back and front, it looks really nice. You can put it the same way, or I'm quite liking it the other way round, so they just sit in like this. And I just think that's so simple, so easy, and it's a lovely thing to go into your stash, I think. I love little things like this that you can pull out. If you've got like a little page that you're not quite sure what to put on, you can get all these little bits out and use them in your journals. Or a little bit of happy mail is really nice, isn't it? So I'm just going to ink around the edges. So nice and simple. Like I said, don't take out everything that you've got. Just take out what you're going to need. Go and grab yourself a little bit of paper, and then do, you know, work along with me, because it's very simple and it's a nice one today. So I think we could probably make a couple of these, or a few of these. So that's that one. Let's just ink. Again, inking is optional. You don't have to ink if you don't want to, but you know me, I don't like the little white edges. Where you cut the paper, you got like little white bits on there, and I like to just sort of ink, just get rid of those little bits. But if you are happy with the white bits, you can leave them like that. Oh, we've got such a beautiful day today, guys. It's absolutely gorgeous out. It really, really is. We went for a nice walk yesterday. We had, I had to go and see my lawyer about things, and hopefully I'll see what she says today. But that's another story, which I will tell you about when it's resolved, hopefully. It's nothing major, but it is, but costly, guys, it's costly. But anyway, and then we had to take Jessie to the vet, so she had her vaccinations, and then she got another one in a month's time, so it's sort of like the yearly vaccinations that she needs to have. So we did that, and then we went and had lunch, as you do, in a lovely little place that we go, where it's a nice little outside bit. So Andy had the biggest milkshake ever, and I didn't. I had a glass of wine because I was walking and I could, and it was sort of late afternoon, so it was, you know, it was acceptable, I think, which was nice. But yes, he had a great big chocolate milkshake. It was an Oreo one, so it had cream and chocolate and Oreo biscuits in it, and oh my god, he was in his element, because he does like his desserts and stuff, like we all do. He likes a nice little sweet treat, so that was lovely. That was really lovely to do. And then we came home, and then I just tiddled about, as you do. So that was yesterday. And I think this afternoon, once I've done this, I'm going to go out and do a little bit of gardening, get a little bit of sunshine, think my tomatoes, some of my little tomatoes are almost ready. So I will have a look. I've been growing spring onions as well. And they're doing really, really well. We had some in our salad yesterday. So they're doing really well. I might actually plant some more because I got a funny feeling they're going to go quite quickly. So look at that. So we just glue them on, and that is just fab. I love that. I think that looks really nice. So that's that one. I'm going to show you how to make the other one that I've got. Oh, excuse me. So I'm going to put this, and then I'll show you in my journal. So I want to make a couple of these while we're here, but I want to make another one. So let's pick another paper. What shall we do? Because this one's going to sort of go sideways. Not that it really matters. Let's go for this one, shall we? Let's go for a nice blue one. Put that over there. See, look, I've got white bits. I don't know why these aren't lining up properly when I cut them. Right, so I'm going to fold this piece in half. Again, just a fold it in half, A4 piece, like that. And then I'm going to take my big cutter and I'm going to just trim down this bit. I folded it in half to cut it because I think that's the easiest way to get a nice straight edge. So let's just, oops, take a little itty bitty bit off there. And then I'm just going to take one of these, so we've got two halves. I'm going to take one of these and fold it in half. Now decide which one you want on the outside. Actually, that's quite nice, isn't it? Oops. I think having more of a contrast on each side would be quite nice as well. But these are just from the ones that I did in my journal with. So there we go. That's that bit done. So that's pretty good, pretty simple. Then I'm going to take this piece, so I quite like that bit on there. And I'm going to cut just above that little line there because we want to make a little tuck in there. So these two are just made from one piece of paper. We like our little one-page wonders, don't we? So I'm just going to cut that down like that. So that will fit on there as a little pocket. And then I'm going to cut another piece and put it over the top like that, so we've got two pockets. But the first thing I want to do is actually measure, because what shall I put on the pocket? I want to measure here, so this bit, because I want to use this bit here, so I want to measure that so it's like that, because this bit then needs to fit into this bit here. So we're just going to do that, cut this little bit off, chop that down, so that will go onto there, and then this bit will go on top of there. Shall we go around that way? See, I got all little white lines. Got little white lines on there, didn't cut that out very well. There we go. So that was all. We can go around that way even, couldn't we? We just about see that. That's okay. Yeah, you could have it the other side. So you've got this. See that? Do you know what I mean by contrasting? If you had a sort of like a brighter colour or a different one on there, or even something like that on the back, it would make a big difference. So I'm going to put that. So that's going to be one side, like that. And then this one is going like this. And I'm going to just cut this down. So we want one bigger than the other. Just like that. So that's going to be the pocket, or we can turn it over so we can have a flowery side. And then that's just going to sit on there like that. But I'm going to push it together like that. Take my little circle punch. Make a little punch in there. So if you do them together and pull them down, then these little holes are in the same, little dibby bits are in the same place. I'm going to do that with this one as well. Push those together. Once I've inked around it, you'll see a difference in that. It's just that they're so closely coloured. Make a little dink in that. There we go, and that's that. So these are just easy peasy, easy peasy. I'm going to ink. Again, if you wanted to round the corners on this and make it look pretty, you can do that as well, which I might do in a minute. Let's just do that one. So this one we can actually do afterwards. Stick them together. I'll ink that in a sec. Can you hear that noise, guys? They're making a beautiful roof because it's obviously Portuguese tiles on there. They're the lovely ones, and oh, it's just looking so lovely. But obviously they have to cut them all individually. I don't know whether you know about the sort of like the Portuguese pavements are all made up with like individual tiny little bricks. And they, you know, they hand do it all, and it just looks so beautiful. It's so lovely. I'm so glad they sort of like carry on doing that and not just make sort of like the pavements all concrete. It looks so pretty. Maybe if I can, I might take a sneaky picture of it and show you when they finished. Right, so that's the outside. Let's just have a little bit more ink on there. Like that. So these are easy for you guys to follow along with me to do this. So nice, it's nicey nice simple one. So let's put that on like this. A little bit of glue. Wonder whether my punch will go through sort of 3 pieces of paper. What do you think? Let's just put that over there. Goes on. So you could make these, and then you could put this side one on this side, so it's just a little bit different, or just cut them up and make different, you know, shapes. On here you could have them all going this way. It's up to you, but you know, just using up, oh yeah, that's this way. Just using up one whole sheet is great because you haven't got your little leftover bits, have you? Your little lefty over bits of scrap paper. Let's come down. Fabulous. So guys, how's your week going? Like, it's time is going so quickly. I really can't believe it. I know they say the older you get, you know, time seems to go really quickly, but it really does. I spoke to my daughter earlier, and she's so excited to come down here for the summer with the girls. And I can't wait. Is that the right way? Yeah, I can't wait. It's going to be so lovely. I'm going to put it this way. It really is. They're going to, because in Spain the schooling, because it's obviously warm here in the summer, they will be finishing at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So she's debating whether to put them into sort of like they finish at 2 o'clock anyway now. Look at that, isn't that lovely? So that's it, guys, that's it. I was just thinking whether I could round these corners off. So yes, they finish at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock at the moment anyway, but another hour she said she could get quite a bit of her work done. Oh, I don't know whether, oh, big brush. So whether she's going to, I might have to do these separately. That's pushing it, I think. She's going to put them in another hour at school, and then when it's summertime, before they come down here, she's going to put them in summer camp. So they will go there all day. Well, it's the same time as school times. But that means that they get to play with their friends, they get to make things. Their school camps are just fabulous. And then my daughter she said she can get some work done before she has her summer holiday down here. And and she doesn't feel guilty. So look at that, guys. How lovely is that? I like this little edge. I do like that little edge. And then we've got little, so this is 4 little pockets, and that will just fit into your journals. Lovely. I'm going to make some more because I do like them. So let's have a look. My papers are very, very similar because I printed the same sort of on the back. But I do love these papers. I love this one. I'm going to use this one. This is just beautiful, isn't it? So I'm going to make another one of these. I know it's not difficult, but it's just a lovely one for a lost mojo, isn't it? So what should we have? Should we have that on the outside? That's lovely, isn't it? And that on the inside. So again, you can make them bigger or smaller, depends on your page. I'm going to do it like that. Bone folder. Pop this one down. Like that. And we will just cut the bottom off, and again you can make them bigger or smaller. So I think I will have smaller pockets in this one, like that, because this is that size. Can you see? It's just a little bit smaller, not too much, but a little bit. Let's take this. Oopsie, oopsie daisy, and then we can just cut the little bits off. Like that. We'll open this up, and then these can be this way round. Just a minute, and then on another day you can just embellish them. You can have a day of embellishing, can't you? Which side does that go? Does it really matter? There we go. Or is that one? Not that one. I think they're pretty much the same, actually. I think that might be this side. Just right. I'm going to punch the holes, not the holes. Do the little edges. I like this little one like this. I'm not too keen on that one, this shape. I got something I can chop it out with and show you. It's a piece of card here. This one, do you know what I mean? That's got like a little bump in it. But I like this one. And then we've got the little tiny one. This is from Journal, say this one. And that's got the little pinchy out bit. So yes, I like this one. So we do all of them. And I do like using a punch. It's sort of nice and simple thing to use, isn't it? So we just snip these out. You might have different shaped ones that you can use as well. That's that one, and then we'll pop these together. Chop that out. The corners. Oh, I like this paper. I'll link down the papers that I'm using on here as well, just in case one takes your fancy. I think that looks lovely, doesn't it? This little bit, that's a lovely, lovely shape in there. I think that's really nice. Okay, little bit of inking. I'm actually using the Frey burlap today. I'm trying to use my inks and not just stick to the same one. Like that. So, yes, you can have your own little thoughts. You can be in your own little world where you're making these because they're so simple. I don't know what you guys are up to, what you're up to today. Are you lucky enough to be able to craft daily? Or would you still work? and you can only do it sort of at the weekends and the evenings. I'm lucky because this is what I do, and because all of you watch me, it means that I can make more videos, which is fabulous. It's really, really good, and I hope you like watching me make things. I do have a bit of a sort of an eclectic make though. I like to do all sorts of different things. I don't know whether you saw that one where I made the candle holder out of a load of recycling. That was fun. I like to sort of do things. I like to make things. I don't like to stick to doing the same thing. Well, I like paper craft. I do love making things out of paper. But I also like to do other things. Makes. Like I like my resin. I like to do my resin. I like to make little embellishments. Oh, did you see the little pretty embellishments that I made? Oh, they were so lovely. Just from very, very simple jewellery findings that you can get. I do have another one that I want to do as well on that sort of theme. Okay, let's pop that on there. Let's get rid of all of these corner bits, and we can take these. Now again, you can probably pop a little notch in there as well. I think I probably would have this one because that's quite a big pocket on here. So maybe I should have notched a little hole in there. I'm going to put the big one on first. It's entirely up to you. There we go. Put that on. And I think by cutting just these down a little bit smaller, I like this little edge it has around it. Like that. See, this one doesn't quite have an edge. I wonder if I could cut that. I think I could cut that smaller. Better not, had I? See, that one fits on. This fits on lovely. So yeah, you can pop these in your stash, and then when you have a day where you want to do something with a little bit of fabric or your laces, you have got something that you can actually embellish, haven't you? So you could put lovely little bits of lace across here on the front. You could make some little tags. Maybe that's what we'll do next time. Maybe we'll make some tags and embellish these. So that can just sit on there like that. Oh, I just think these are so simple. Sometimes the simplest things, guys, isn't it? Are just lovely. Right, I've got 2 of those. I'm just going to make 1 more of these. So I've got 2 of each. Because, you know, they don't take very long to make, do they? I've got lots of these little corners. What should we have? What's this one? Well, this one's the same on either side. We don't want that one, do we? I should have... Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make... Ooh. That's not 160, I think that's 120. I'm going to make one like this. So when I get to embellish it, I can add a little bit more to it. So this is more of a sort of a vintagey one, isn't it? So we need to cut this one in half. Let's just put that down here. So it just shows you can use anything. You might even be able to, you can do this out of book paper as well. If you had sort of like large book paper, you could make these. You know, it doesn't matter what you make it out of, it's just a sort of like the idea, isn't it? Let's take that out. Just snip that down through there. There we go. Pop that to the side. I'm going to have that on the outside, I think. Put this on the outside like that. Open that up. Yeah, this is a bit flimsy. This is a lot flimsier than the other ones. And then we want to go this way, don't we? So let's just cut down. Where's the middle? Let's cut down, let's mark it off, let's be good. So this is the middle, so we want to be, I don't know, what should I say? I'm going to actually cut down just below that red line there. I'm going to take my little one. Pick this up. Like that. And then we want to just have half of this, don't we? But I quite like this, so we have these bits on here. So this just, we want to go, this is your middle, so we want this to be sort of just in, just that little bit there. Snip that down, so that will go on top of this piece, or like that. I think we will do that piece. Like that, so that goes on that side, and then this piece we will have like that. Snip that down, and the same. So these can just sit on top of each other like that. I'm going to bring that up. That's quite big, that bottom pocket actually. I might cut a little one and make 3 pockets on this one. Let's have a little tucky thing at the bottom. There we go. I'm going to turn that over. Pop that. So we've got 3 little pockets on there. So that means we put this at the top. And pop this one at the top. Oops, let's just do that. And then cut the little notch out. My fingers are going to be in the way. Let's put that like that. There we go. And we'll do the same for these two. There we go. Oh, look at that. Caught it on my wrist. I'm going to put one of these. I think I'm going to put this one in my journal in a minute, because I love that one. I think that's really pretty, and I think it will work nicely in my journal. So I'll do that in a sec. Let's just finish this one up. Bit of ink. Yeah, this looks like a sort of a vintagey one, doesn't it? So I could see sort of like tickets and things on this one. Okay. It's a good way to use up, you know, odd bits of your papers. If you've got leftover papers from making journals or things, then it's a good way of, you know, using up the whole piece of paper. I do like to use up a whole piece. I really do. Then I feel like I haven't sort of wasted anything. And you don't end up with a great big pile of scrap papers then. Do you know, guys, this Friday is Friday Freebie 249. So the following week is going to be 250. And we have got something that we're going to be doing. So we're going to have a little bit bigger than a Friday Freebie. It's going to be bigger than a 1-page. So can you believe 250 we would have done? Gosh, I don't know how we thought of so many things to do. But yes, watch out for that one, because that's going to be one that we are working on at the moment. So it will be a little project, a little bit bigger than normal, which will be nice, won't it? So it might be a bit of a longer video to do. Andy was going to do it with me, but at the moment he's got he's had to go to the dermatologist because he's got, like, I don't know whether you've seen, he's got sort of markings on his hands, and they are actually pre-cancerous marks on there, so he had to go and have them cauterized. Oh, poor thing. So he's He said if they've cleared up a bit better, then he might do it with me, but he's had such problems with his hands. Poor soul. Right, I was going to make a little notch in that, but I won't yet. I'm going to stick these on first. So he might do it with me, or he might not. So yes, he's not even one that goes in the sun. He doesn't, you know, he doesn't sit in the sun. He loves the weather. Obviously, he likes the weather, but he's not one that's ever sort of sunbathed or things like that. So I think some people are just prone to things like that, aren't they? Sadly. So, oh my gosh, sit still. Let's pop this on here. Like that. Oh, I was going to put it on the other side, wasn't I? Never mind. Never mind, let's take this one. This down. So yeah, we've had lots of things going on at the moment. But everything turns out good, guys. We don't need to dwell on things. We need to look positive on things, don't we? Well, I try to anyway. I try and be quite positive on things. Sometimes there's days when I think, oh, but I'm still getting out of bed. I'm still, you know, happy. That's the main thing. Life still goes on, although we have some awful days, don't we? We all have awful days, but I try and think of the good things in the day. That's right, isn't it? I wonder why I had these two on here. Oh, we took Jessie to the vet, I said, because she had her vaccinations. And there was a dog in there, and it had been rescued. It was part of 5 other dogs that have been rescued. This lady has a shelter. She works for the shelter, and she said this poor dog, it was a beautiful dog. I don't know what make, what it was, but they said a few of them didn't survive because they were taken away. I don't know. I didn't get too much involved with it. She didn't say too much. But they were selling their dog's blood. I know that sounds awful, so I do apologise if you don't like things like that. But I just can't believe some people. I just can't believe what some people do. I don't know, I didn't get into it because it just made me a bit queasy. She said that they were selling the dog's blood, and they sold so much, you know, they took so much out of the poor dogs that they didn't have any, you know, thing left of them. And obviously it's just awful. It's just awful things that go on in this world. It's just mind-blowing sometimes what people do. It's horrendous, isn't it? But they are being looked after now. That's the main thing. This poor dog. And then actually there was another one as well that we saw out in the car park. She had this beautiful dog. It was so quiet, but she had had 5 sets of puppies. And she was sort of like just being bred for puppies, but they saved her. And she was a big dog, but so quiet, and just I think she was just so glad to be looked after. Oh, it's just some things that happen to animals are just horrendous, absolutely horrendous. So anyway, guys, there's me yattering on. I finished that. That's lovely. I like this one. Let me just get a few little pictures just to show you. Let's just get my little thing down to see what we can put in here. So I've got little bits like that. So just, I mean, it's just like a little, these aren't all going to go in the same thing, but just, I mean, you've got all these little things that you just pop in here. Let's have, will that postcard fit? Don't think that's going to fit in there, is it? No, that was pushing it. That's pushing it a bit. What do we got? We've got little puppy dogs. There we go. We like our little dogs. We don't like to have them. Thought of them being mistreated is awful. There we go. So that's how it is. And then by putting it in that just fits in your journal just perfectly, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? They're just lovely. So I'm not going to add anything into it. I just wanted to show you. And also this one. I love this. I love the colours in this. Oh, I think you're going to have to stay in this one, actually. What have we got? What else have I got? I think all of my little bits here are a little bit big. I've got some of these like this. Is that too big? Oh, just about. Might need a little millimetre off that. That's not going to fit, I don't think. Or maybe it will. Oh, not quite. There's little one. That will fit. Take this one out and pop you in there. There we go. Then I can put these. Oh, I like this. Oh, that's nice too. Let's have a little flower this side as well. Let's pop you behind. Oh, I like that. Oh, look at this. She's lovely, little dog. Right, let's pop those to the side. I want to put this one because I want to put this one into my journal. Let's take these bits out. So how simple are these, guys? So it's a really nice one for a Lost Mojo, isn't it? Because it's a really simple make. So I've made 4 of them. I'm going to take this. Should I take this one? No, actually, I think I'm going to put it in here. This is the one I was working on. I did this page layout in an Instagram, which I just love. I think it's so pretty. Our little doggies. Let's see, where can we put this one? We need to pop it on the back page. I think it will probably fit on there. Lovely. What I mean? So you can just open that out. Oh, I like that. I think as well, I might, doesn't really matter which way round it goes, but you could probably put a tuck bit in there. Or a big tag from the top. So I'm not going to stick it all down, but I would like a little bit of ribbon across there. Not ribbon, a little bit of purple. Ooh, that might look quite nice because we've sort of got the blue at the back. I haven't used this yet. So look, I'm telling you, I'm not going to embellish, but I am going to do this. So I do apologise. I'm just wondering if I had some pink. I'm sure I had some pink somewhere. Oh look, here we go. I knew I had a little bit. Do you think that's going to be enough? Do you think? Let's take this little elastic band off. There we go. Oh yes, that's definitely going to be enough because I'm using pink in this one. And I think this is just going to go really, really lovely. So what I'm going to do, let's just wrap this around because we need a closure on it, don't we? So I think this will just give you a little idea of what I will do. Let's tie a little bow. Just to make sure we've got enough. Grab my scissors. Snip that off. I've got a little bit left. Could do with colouring a little bit more actually. So what I'm going to do then, I think I will stick this on the back because if I want to put another piece of something in there, I don't want it to get caught, and I want to sort of stick that on like that. So let's just put that like that. I'm going to just turn this back, turn this over like that. We're going to get a little bit of 3-in-1 and just go along the back. Oh, you're coming out? Oh, come on. Oh, I think I just need to squeeze a bit harder. Try and get all of that on there. Make sure this is in half. That's the middle. Make sure that's stuck down nicely like that. Okay. Tie this up. Little bows. I do like little bows. Oh. There we go. I don't think it needs anything on the front of that because that just looks so pretty, doesn't it? And then what shall I do? Shall I just do the top? I think I might just do it from the top because it's quite big. I mean, so the gap's just at the top, I mean. Do you think that's going to stick down? There we go. And then I'm going to take a little bit. I'm just going to take some tacky glue actually and just stick this down like that. So you don't really need a huge amount of embellishing if you've got some pretty papers. It doesn't need a lot, does it? Let's have it. I'm going to put it quite low. Let's just stick this down. Oh my gosh, they're so noisy out there, guys. Just going to do that because it's a little bit bumpy on that bit. Open that up. Oh. Oh, I'm squashing my poor little pages there. Oh, don't you think that looks so pretty? I really, really do. Do you know, I need to hang a little bit of a dingly-dangly on there. I know I've got my little... So that just opens up like that. And a beautiful little doggy in there. Closes up. I quite like it this bit on the front, I think. We shall tie this back up again. So that's how simple it is, but make sure when you fold these, make sure if you've got an idea of where you would like to put it on a journal, because obviously the wider this bit, you need to make sure that you put it on, you can be able to put it on a page. So don't make them too sort of wide. Let's put that on there, and I'm going to get one of my little dingly-dangly things that we made, which I put them in here. Look at that, doesn't that look yummy? Look at that little box of treasures in there. Just looks yummy. I just wanted a sort of thin, look at that, just a little pink flower. Nice little bright pink flower, or maybe we'll have this little one. Oh look, that's on a ball pin anyway. I do love these. So that would look really nice. Oh, oh, that looks good. Oh, I kind of like this one. Let's get a little ball pin out, if I can. Oops. There we go. Pop a little ball pin on there. That can just go up through in there like that. And that can just hang down like that. Oh, look at that. Doesn't that look beautiful? So, so pretty. So guys, there we are. Wasn't going to embellish, but I did. So there we are, just to show you what they're like. But these are really nice. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to make a few more because I'd like these in my stash. So I've got things to pop into my journals because, you know, this little one could even just sort of like, here, we've got a little pocket. Do you think that will fit? Oh, not quite. Not quite. I'm going to make one that's a little bit smaller actually and pop one in there. But I love these. That will sort of like sit on there. Open up. Love it. Love, love, love. So there we go, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it's given you a little bit of something to make. I know it's not extremely exciting thing to make, but to make things out of one piece of paper and you have no leftover bits and pieces is just lovely. I just love it, and it's so, so lovely because you've got 4 little pockets in there and you've got 3 little pockets in there, and it looks just so pretty. So it's amazing what you can do with one piece of paper, some glue, a little corner punch and a bit of ink. So I hope you did enjoy that. So let me know. I'd love to see if you've made them, and if you are going to embellish them, I'd love to see it on the Facebook group. So do please post. And thank you so much for joining me. Have a fantastic rest of the day. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you soon. All right, guys. Bye-bye.